here, and what message are you hearing from them?
This is part of the American way. I believe it's important for people to demonstrate and show their concerns. We've read their emails and we've seen all their letters, and we respected those as well as we'd like them to respect us. This is difficult times, and I know that decisions that have been made have been impacted on many families, many teachers, and many students. Our concerns from here on out there is a lawsuit as the outcome of the lawsuit, but there's also our concerns is to make sure that we can go ahead to have UNI sustainable and bring the most value to the students of Iowa.
Next.
I don't have too much to add to that. I think we do respect that people disagree with decisions and recommendations. We also know that there are many people who are moving forward with these decisions and trying to implement those decisions in a way that will continue to strengthen this university. So I respect everyone who disagrees, but also I thank all those who are moving forward with these decisions.
President Allen, you and Dwight Watson gave an update today on the progress in the College of Education and whatnot. Just wondering if you had any indication of when the actual savings and some of the more concrete numbers about the number of people taking early separation and how much that might save will be available.
There's two questions there. One, with respect to savings, I think we'll have that in a couple of weeks because the final details of level 2, level 3, how that's going to be implemented will be finalized. I think the issue of the early separation incentive program has another week or so to play out, and that's a one-time cost to factor in, and we don't know whether that is yet, so we have 2 weeks in that process.
This is Jens Krogstad with the Des Moines Register. Have there been any faculty layoffs or faculty layoff notices sent? And if there have been, how many?
I don't know I have those numbers. I think we've been working with respect to the Price Lab School with the transition team on employee transitions, and that's in play. Technically, no one's been laid off, and we're still going through that process of identifying those who are interested in early separation. We also go through the process of how many teachers at Price Lab School can fill these other positions that will be used to implement clinical experiences level 2 and part level 3.
Here's a layout. Terminated. I've been terminated.
Please be respectful.
Eric Van Sickle, Cedar Falls Times. It was mentioned by you, sir, that some of this is under litigation, especially with the Price Lab, Iowa Research and Development School suit. If the court does stay your decision, is there a plan B to have on this regard if you're forced to keep the Iowa RDS open?
It's a legal issue. So.
Nice.
Why are you laughing? This isn't funny. Are you nervous?
Any other media questions?
I'll just follow up with Jens's question. You said there have been no terminations, but then are you not counting the Price Lab ones? Because I know we've already recorded, and as the teacher right there just said, there have been pink slips or termination notices sent to at least a couple teachers there.
There have been termination notices, but I'm not sure there's been any termination, but apparently might be more.
What's the difference?
Well, because there's still an opportunity for them to find opportunities with that new arrangement for clinical 2 experiences.
She says no.
Here's one of them.
In regard to the buyouts, I think originally there was a press release sent out saying there were about 29 or so that have been offered, but I think that didn't count Malcolm Price, because there were several more, so I just wanted to get an official count of how many buyouts you're offering.
I think there's, and I'm not sure if Associate Provost Arthur's in the room, she could tell you, there's more than 29. But I'd rather not give a number, but I think it's in the 40s.
Any other media questions?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, this, Kim Wynn from KPAN, Fox News. This question is for Regent Lang. Just on the heels of President Obama coming to U of I yesterday and kind of warning state legislators that they have to make a higher commitment to higher education. Just what's your response to that warning?
Along with President Obama's discussion, not just yesterday, but across the country with the high debt of students, I think that's the central theme of his discussion, and also with the concern of doubling the interest rates on that new debt that students take on. Barron's Magazine also came out and said the debt for the first time ever by students graduating from college is higher than the total credit card debt of U.S. consumers. I think that's alarming. And I think that gives us merit to continue to discuss the decline of state funding towards public education and the need for the public to step up and make education a top priority as to a role of government. So I certainly would agree with President Obama's concern.
Any other, Hannah?
Hannah Ferraro from the Ames Tribune. Budget negotiations are still tied up in the legislature. Do you have any updates for us at this point?
I'll let Pro Tem Rastetter answer that question because he's going to give a report after lunch.
Yeah, I think as everyone's aware, the Board of Regents has seen the public universities have seen a decline of about 25% in the last 5 years of support from the state. You know, clearly, one of our initiatives and the SROs are down in Des Moines working hard to stop that decline in the support of public education from the legislature and the governor. We believe that we will have a positive outcome this year. As you know, they're probably a week to 2 weeks away from finalizing that number. But we continue to work hard to make sure that we reverse the trend, have a positive number, so that we do not have to have tuition increases or program cuts like what we've seen recently.
Representative Kaufman said he predicted that the final number from the House would be close to the governor's budget or proposal for higher ed funding. If that happens, do you expect any tuition increases, additional tuition increases?
I think, again, I haven't seen a vote, no one can vote for that yet, so we're hopeful that positive response from the House will mean that the governor's budget proposal is approved and potentially beyond. We continue to work to raise that number beyond what the governor has proposed in terms of a positive increase.
Any other media questions?
Let me answer Jan's too. We've said all along that if we could get the budget number of the governor or above, that we could hold the tuition to where we set it at 3.75.
Just have time for a couple more.
Hi, Allison Gowns with Cedar Falls Patch. Just a follow-up to the question about the terminations. If you said that the teachers who have received termination notices will have a chance to find positions with the new model of placing faculty in the area schools that will have UNI students, when will they have the opportunity to find out if they have those kind of positions available? How will that process work for them?
I think that process will take place and will finish in the next week or so. In fact, it's been in place for a couple weeks, and so it's been progressing already. So I think the deadline's pretty soon.
Will all of the teachers that were displaced have that opportunity, or will there be some layoffs as well?
There'll be X number of positions offered, and I don't think that will match up exactly with the number of people affected.
Do you have a first question?
I had a question about, you heard from faculty and staff leaders about their concerns about the impact on morale of lower salary increases or no salary increases over the past few years.
perhaps Regent Lang or the board or the university heads could talk about what you see happening with salaries in fiscal 13.
Speaking on behalf of out of state, we are cautiously optimistic, as Regent Rassler said, that we'll see some increase from the state in our general funds. If that's the case, we will make some salary adjustments. You just heard from both our professional and scientific staff and our faculty leaders. We are being disadvantaged compared to our peer groups, and we're in danger of losing some of our top folks. So we will make some salary adjustments if the numbers come through as we all hope they do.
I'm sitting in for Sally Mason. I'm Barry Butler from the University of Iowa. It's very similar in Iowa City. We're waiting to see what happens in Des Moines. We're hoping that they move ahead with salaries, but we have to wait and see.
Decline in morale has nothing to do with salary.
Thank you very much.
Could I ask a question, please? Would the Board of Regents be willing to meet with a coalition of community leaders to have a discussion about Malcolm Price Lab, cutting the museum, gutting academic programs?
Where are you building the new
cutting
research
faculty?
development school?
I'm
How
just
about that
asking, no,
for a start?
everybody be quiet. Would
Let's
you,
get
would
some
the Board of
truth.
Regents
How about
be
some
willing
answers?
to meet with a coalition of community leaders? Why not? Well, why does it have to be over? I thought we prized democracy.
When you
I thought we
crack,
prized
you never ask
what?
questions. Never.
Let's have a conversation. Why are you going to what?
Clarity.
Would you be willing to meet with a coalition of community leaders? Okay, the answer is no.